Let's get right into it, man. The Dallas duo is back. With the off-season edition. We sure enough can't call it the free agent edition because
Nah, nah.
you know, and that's and we said it on our last episode. We said, hey, we'll probably catch y'all in the middle of March,
Right.
just
But
in case, because knowing we
mock,
won't do that in free
right.
agency,
We catch you at the mock draft.
you know. We was almost we was this
Right.
close. Oh man, listen, I am D Hill, one half of the Dallas duo. Who do I have with me tonight?
Man, get your boy D White, man. We'll be gone for a minute now. We back with the jump off. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing jumping off. So just
Absolutely.
back.
Just
We
we
just
just
back.
we just back because it's been a while. I would appreciate the three man weave for letting us utilize the YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Oh man, bro, we still ain't got over this Green Bay loss, right?
No, man, Green Bay, they broke this whole franchise, bro. They broke the organization. They knocked something loose.
It's the fact, what's made it worse is the fact that they got active in free agency as well. It's like the fact that they seen what they did to us,
Right.
seeing it's like, okay, it's go time, and they going for it. It is funny because Green Bay isn't a team that really
Yeah.
gets involved with free agency.
Yeah,
They
at all. Right.
they make they splashes here and there. Every once in a while they boom. They like, you know what? It's that time to do something, and they make some moves. And I guess they figured that this was the time to do so. Make some
Right.
moves.
That shit's crazy, man. The Steelers making moves, they don't ever do nothing for agency. Green Bay making moves, they don't ever do nothing for agency. I'm like, man, I'm guessing 31 teams in the league is wrong, and the Cowboys is right. That's what I'm guessing. Everybody wrong except for us, I guess.
And the frustrating part, like you see Buffalo, they was in cap hell. Miami was in cap hell, and like I said, I get it. Miami,
Saints.
Saints been in cap hell since you was online, bro.
Right, right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So, like I say, we could be since I met you, they've been in cap hell since I've met you, bro.
Yeah, very true.
And like I said, every year they find a way to move some money around. And like I say, they don't this mysterious credit card bills that's gonna eventually come
Right,
just doesn't come. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Um what was I about to say? Even the 49ers, like I say, they've made some moves. They have some other things that they need to figure out as well. Like and I'm pretty sure that they're going to do it based off how they operate. But like I said, they
Right.
brought free agents in as well. They've freed up some things that they need to shore up in free agency so far. I mean, they haven't made no big old splash move, but
Right,
like the
right.
moves that they made, coincide with some of the things that they do. It's like they get it. They seen some weaknesses,
Hmm.
and they were like, all right, boom, let's go. And like I said, then they can feel they
Right.
things out in the draft.
Yeah.
Um, it's just it's very frustrating for this part because we text back and forth, and like you said, and you said something yesterday. You said, bro, he like at this point we would know the plan by now.
Right, right.
We can see what they trying to do this time.
Hmm.
Just go around. We can see the plan, bro. We don't know the plan.
Right. Like, well, I don't think they know the plan. So I was.
They know the plan. They know the plan, and what they don't want to tell us.
Right.
They don't want to tell us. And at this
Got to
point,
sell them tickets. Got to sell them tickets, baby.
that's all they're trying to do. And like I said,
Hmm.
and shouts out to a lot of the content creators that, like you said, that we watch, that we support,
Right.
and they've been informing the fan base about how they move and how they operate.
Hmm.
And at this point, like I said, if you don't want to understand what's going on, that's your fault.
Right.
Like we seeing like you say, we understand they got puppets in the media that they just force feed information to have it one sided. How to do
Hmm.
we already know who the mole is. We know who that
Right.
is. We
Right.
know, like I said, I said this on the last episode of Three Man We, and people have gone through like Spot Track. They go to Spot Track. They give you the information on how they can rearrange
Right.
money. how they can free cap space and what they can do to get cap space.
It's
And it's
an excellent tool to have too. Excellent tool.
like Google is free.
Right, it's free.
Google is free. But shouts out to them for putting in the work and
Right,
showing us that it can be done. So
exactly.
the fact that they are purposely not freeing up cap space to not improve the roster
Hmm.
should let you further know what they are doing, man.
Yep.
We said it a few seasons ago. Um, it was a sabotage year, right? Remember, we got rid of the off season. We got rid of Amari, and they
Yep.
tried to sell us on bringing in James Washington.
James Washington.
And like we said it, we like, you know what? This is a sabotage year, bro. Like
Yep.
it's a
Hmm.
sabotage year, and not unfortunately, but fortunately, we still found a way to get to 12-5. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That team had no business being 12-5, like I said,
Not
with
near.
the Dak injury as well, like Cooper Rush
Hmm.
saving the season. Shouts out, you know, but that was a sabotage season. But they
Yep.
purposely did it. They purposely retooled on the
Hmm.
fly. So what was the retool for?
Right.
Because we never did we
Right.
retool?
Like, want the cap? We didn't. The cap issues weren't that bad back then. So I don't know. I know they ain't like Amari. I know they wanted to get rid of Amari. Try to drop some stuff in the media about COVID and the shots and stuff, try to make him look bad. And he can't practice, he can't go on the road on some stage. But I still don't understand why that was a retool. Like, I don't understand.
It it like I said, it's frustrating when you get to that point, and it's like, okay, what are we doing? Like you said, what are we doing? This was, and the funny thing, I text you again. I said they could have operated like they normally do in the off season,
Yep,
and
it'll be
it just
fine.
and we would have been fine. It was set up
Yep,
perfectly with the free agent that was out here. It was set up for them to actually make some moves, and we're not even asking for big moves. Like, to be quite, like, we wasn't asking for big moves, but
right,
the players that was available could have been had. Now,
exactly.
some of the people that might have been on everybody's wish list, from whoever you listen to, whoever you follow, it's not a deal that was made that we would have been like, you know what, we would have made that deal.
Yeah,
But I'm going to use this example is just is to bring in my point. The Jeff Okuda deal
mm-hmm.
going to the Texans. He didn't sign for big money.
No,
He was a target. It was the first day of free agency. He
mm-hmm.
was a target for the Texans on a Will McClay special.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
all they did was show interest and say, and like, listen, we can rehab your status.
Yep,
If you ball out for us, everything works out. It's a prove it deal.
yep.
Why can't you take that philosophy
Thank
with
you.
with other free agents and use that to your advantage? Everybody use you to their advantage.
Everybody.
Like, you can always prop up, like you say, Derrick Henry. He was coming to Dallas, right?
He had a house in Dallas. He had a house in Dallas. Like, he done lived in Dallas for 10 years. He had a house in Dallas.
They had, Derrick Henry's coming. Derrick Henry's coming. Derrick Henry's coming. You use that to advantage, and then he signs and
Hmm.
said, "Unless y'all know, they ain't even called me."
It ain't even caught. He might have took a little bit less. So, you know what I'm saying? But you never know because you didn't ask. It
It's
makes
like
no sense.
it's like you said, you never know because you did not even ask.
Right.
So it's to the point. It's like I like don't get me wrong. Like, my frustration is very high, but their team building philosophy
Yeah.
is not wrong.
Right.
It just can be better.
Right. There you go. They can approve. They need to approve, expand, and approve on it, man. Like,
It's like I said, I get it. Don't spend big on free agency. Most of the teams that spend big on free agency, they can't draft. They normally can't
right.
draft well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And certain teams that get active in free agency, they no sometimes they're a bad team, and that's how
No.
they got a lot of cap space, so they have
And,
to overpay for
and they got
something,
to do that. Right.
and
Right.
they got to
That's,
do it. So, like I said,
yeah.
we understand the philosophy of you not overpaying. You want to get
Hmm.
value and stuff. We get it, but it's like, okay, target your guys. Target
Thank you.
target not your guys because you know we like our guys.
No, yeah,
Target,
you know.
target some guys
Mm-hmm.
and be active and go get them. Maybe the fact that you're proactive in talking to them could prohibit and get them here.
No, they so backwards with Steven always talking about, oh, our phones are always open. Like it's free agency. They trying to get courted. They're not gonna call you, bro.
Yeah, like
They
what?
always feel like if we make the first call, we're not gonna win the deal. Like, bro, you're not gonna win every goddamn deal. It's not gonna happen, bro. Come on, man.
My like the arrogance, bro. It's like
That's all it is.
why do you why at this point, why in 2024, why do you still feel that way that the
Right.
Cowboys are so held to such high regards that free agency or great players, a good play, even good players are just
Right.
ready to flock to come to Dallas.
Thank you. We're gonna call you. Like what?
Like, what have you done? Like,
Bro, ain't won nothing in 28 years, but you want people to call you. It didn't take a discount on top of that. I'm like, nah, man. Like I said, they got a good game plan. They just got to execute better.
eh, that's just like the field.
Right.
It's just like the
Mhm.
players on the field. And I watching a couple videos from Law Nation, and Law Nation was asking. I think he had a caller on it, and he was asking this caller, "What culture do you want in Dallas?"
Mhm.
So since we have a culture issue, that was the big thing that
Right.
everybody came to the same conclusion of. We have a culture issue.
Hmm.
So he was asking, "Okay, what culture do you want in Dallas?" And I wanted to respond. I want the Baltimore culture.
Right. The Kansas City culture.
Kansas City is low hanging fruit.
Right.
Like,
Right.
like we get it. They got Mahomes and
Right.
Andy Reid. That's low hanging fruit. That's just like remember the Patriots.
Right. Right.
Replicating the Patriots back. Let's
Can't do
throw that away.
it.
Throw that away. But before the Lamar Jackson situation, as far as the contract,
Hmm.
which it did get ugly.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yep. Yep.
That's some smut on their rep. Don't get me
Right.
wrong. But before then, when was what was the problem with the Ravens? The Ravens draft well.
Hmm.
They pick and choose sporadically in free agency, and a perennial playoff team.
Right. They got their contract done without smearing names before Lamar Jones. They did all that.
And like I said before, like if you want to just cancel my whole point with the Lamar situation, cool, I'll take that because that
Right.
Lamar situation didn't have to get that way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It got nasty for that reason. But I also use the Saints as an example. Like
Mhm.
I said, bro, since I met you in 2007. 2007, the Saints
Right.
had cap problems then.
The
They
same
still
kind of problems.
and I still remember to this day, they signed Jarius Bird to the highest paid safety contract that free
Right.
agency on the first day of free agency when
The
they
first
didn't
day.
have cap. So I'm sitting there like, how can they do that? And we can't do and we
Right.
can't do it. And the thing is, with that, okay, you re-signing your guys. Okay, cool. You like your guys, you re-sign
Right.
your guys. It's cool. But they still get active in free agency as well.
Right. Hmm.
They still play some things in. Like you said, when they had Drew Brees, they went through some up and down times. Okay,
Hmm.
sometimes they ain't had no defense. Sometimes the offense was crazy. But like I said, they was a
Right. Every year they was right
consistent
there.
team, in
Right.
their division. And like I said, and sometimes they was some high level contending
Hmm.
teams in the NFC. It's like, okay, I get it. Like I said, you are building. It's a reason why people say we have a great roster all the time. We got all these
Right.
all pros and Pro Bowls. Like you say, you're building something good. Like,
Right.
don't get me wrong. Like I said, the foundation of how you operate is fine.
It's fine. Right.
It might be the correct way, but
Right.
it's certain things. It's like in certain times, in certain ways, in certain things that you got to just do differently. Like you can't. I use this a couple times. We married now, but back in the day,
Right.
at some point, like you could just pull up and be like, "Yo, I'm D White."
Right. Right. Exactly. Right.
At some point, you had to do something different.
You
Like
had to do something different. Or
you know,
you pulling off by yourself.
that's it.
You ain't pulling.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
know,
It is like you say. Go back to ego, man. Being arrogant to think like my way is the way. Like 12-5 regular season is cool, bro. But if you're not winning the playoffs, that way ain't the way. You just tweak. Keep the bases what you're doing. 12-5 is hard to do. I ain't gonna sweep it under the rug. That's 3 years in a row. On top of that, that's excellent. But you gotta get over the hump. That means you got to tweak something. You gotta tweak the way you're doing you're running your procedures, man. Like, let me implement this a little bit more free agency. Like you said, all right, we targeting these guys. Soon free agency start, we gonna call these guys. If it don't work out, don't work out. But at least we did that due diligence. That's all we asking.
That's all we asking, bro. It's like, we get to the point. It's like it is frustrating, man. It's like,
right.
and then we don't even have to go far. Like, we see your division. Like, you see how your division operate. It's like the Eagles just act up every offseason.
All during the season as well. They picking up people doing season all the time too.
Like I say, they don't wait till a whole season to realize that they made a mistake.
Right.
They're like,
exactly.
This ain't working. Okay, cool. Let's go get them. Let's go get something. Let's go try. Like I said, last year, like I said, they was active in free agency last year. They made some moves last year, and they started out hot, and then the bottom fell out.
Right.
The bottom fell out, and what did they still do? They still tried to make moves. They still tried to fix it. And look, it did not work.
Right.
It did not work. But what they do, you dust yourself off and you try. And the thing about it, now their fan base can actually appreciate. They appreciate Howard. They were like,
right.
Hey, this might not have worked, bro. This deal might not have worked. But you know what? You put forth the effort in trying. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And that's all they can do. Like I say, we can always get mad. You can always play the hindsight game, or the results can always tell a different story and all that. Right. It's different, but it's like the fact that you're making an attempt. We not attempting.
No, we're not attempting. Not at all. Not attempting at all, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, you need defensive linemen. You need linebackers. You need offensive linemen. You're not even trying. Like, you ain't even brought nobody in for a visit.
So speaking of defensive line, like, okay, Mozzie had a up and down year.
It's a weird rookie year.
a weird rookie year, right? You're banking on him to take a second year leap. You're banking on that.
Banking on that. Yep.
Like that's like me. That's like me not going to work tomorrow. Just because I put a parlay in.
Right.
Oh, I may hit this parlay tomorrow.
Yeah, you might.
But what's the odds of me hitting this parlay?
Thank you. And what's the odds of you getting fired? Because you ain't show up to work.
Okay.
A lot higher to hit that parlay.
It's like,
crazy.
Okay, cool. Like, am I confident? Like I said, most defensive tackles do take a while to get ingratiated with the NFL. Like I say, it's very rare that you see a defensive tackle come in and just take over the league. Like you say, Aaron Donald just retired.
Yeah,
ain't too many Aaron Donalds around here. Like,
no.
You know what I'm saying? So am I confident that he can he put back on the weight, because he was a physical freak. He wasn't on the freak list for no reason.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So am I confident that he'll get back in the weight room? And that's the one thing that we do know he can do.
Exactly.
So am I confident that in what Zimmer may ask him to do is different from what Dan Quinn asked him to do?
Right.
He may be a better player in this system. That's also true. That could be true.
It could be.
What I'm not about to do is bank on that.
Nah.
And that's what the frustrating part about it. I can look to the offensive line. Okay, cool. It was time to break up with Tyron.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, he got the bag. Well, nobody else paying him that. He had to go get it.
He had to go get the bag.
He had to get it.
My thing is, and what we used to do in the past, what we used to do in the Jason Garrett era, we just used to just bank on the replacement is already in the house. Like,
yep. In-house.
Like, it's people already saying, oh, just move Tyler Smith to left tackle and just play TJ Bass. And, we don't need a center. We got Brock Hoffman, right? These are things that people are being said. Why? My thing is, why?
Why not get better?
Here's the thing. If TJ Bass is your starting left guard, who's the swing interior person?
Thank you.
Think about it. You hit your scratch off ticket with this undrafted free agent.
With him already, exactly.
Like you said, he's an NFL player. You've
Yep.
already won.
You won.
You've already won. Do we
Hmm.
think? Do we think that Austin Richards is going to get better based off what we've seen in the preseason?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Right.
knew that all he need was the all
The
season
peanut
peanut
butter.
butter and to
Hmm.
get strong. Am I confident that he can come in and step in? I'm confident. Am I banking on Austin Richards to do that?
No, sir.
No. We seen Brock Hoffman play a couple games last year. He stepped in, played well. Like I
Yep.
said, his last game of the season in Washington, he was very fiery. He showed something.
Yep.
He got some grit. Once again, he's an undrafted free agent. So boom, he's a NFL. We got him his NFL play. He's he's a
Not,
scratch off ticket.
not a lottery ticket. You hit on $2 tickets.
So my thing is, like you say, what's the problem with keeping them where they at? So
Right.
now we got depth, right?
No, exactly.
Okay, cool. Now I don't want to go too far into a
Right.
draft conversation. We got time to get on that, but like that's the problem that we had in the Jason Garrett era.
Yeah.
Like,
They don't. Yeah.
like
Raise the floor. Raise the floor.
When Barry Church was leaving their free agency, you didn't try to do nothing with the safety room because what you had
Nothing.
Jeff Heath.
Jeff Heath, the GOAT.
That's what that's what we had, and
Right.
we fallen in the same trap.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with Jeff Heath. Ain't nothing wrong with Hoffman. Ain't nothing wrong with Bad, like you said. But raise the floor. No, if they're the floor, we good. That's all right. But why not raise it to get even better? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Like that should be common sense.
And like my last draft, it should be common sense, right?
Right.
But they feel, oh, we didn't hit on this player. We got to play him now.
Right.
What is the rush to playing TJ Bass? It don't matter how long it wait for him to actually become a starter because we're
Right.
going to need him because this is probably Zach Martin's last year.
Exactly.
So we're
Yep.
going to need to replace Zach Martin next year too.
Exactly.
What's wrong with developing TJ Bass as the backup again next year?
Thank you. He
Because
gonna get playing time regardless, because somebody gonna get hurt for a game or two. He gonna get snaps.
it, it just makes sense, man.
Right.
The way that we can approach the draft is also use if we realize that we look at these people like lottery tickets
Hmm.
instead of banking on them, then you
Right.
can actually go into the draft. Like I say, okay, Tyler Smith can play left tackle, so
Right.
you don't have to just go find a left tackle. You might can actually find a legitimate guard in
Hmm.
the second or third round
Right.
and plug that player in. You can also yeah, same thing for center. You can
Right.
find you a center. You know, you're not necessarily have to just go in the first round
Exactly.
to
Right.
go get
Right.
a center, but you can go find you a center because you do
Hmm.
have a Hoffman in your back pocket.
Right.
Same thing about Overshown. Overshown, you confident that he will come back and recover because he had a full year. His ACL injury happened in training camp.
Yep.
He,
Have
he,
earlier.
he should be ready to go. But we
Hmm.
also see how ACLs affected our team in a different
Thank
way.
you. Thank you.
So
They ain't never coming back springing like they were springing before
so
until like a two. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you should operate like he don't even exist.
you're right.
Like you say, you should treat it like if we was doing all those off seasons with Randy Gregory. Yeah,
Hmm.
Randy Gregory on this team,
Right.
but we don't know if he's gonna play or not.
Exactly. We can draft over him. We can do whatever we need to do over him. But
And
he's listening. He ought to
but
fall option.
but then if he play,
Right.
we got hella depth.
Yep.
So that's the thing that we need to go how they should go about it.
Hmm.
Like he said, you let all the linebackers go.
All of them.
So I mean, luckily we got Eric. We had to get Eric Kendrick. Luckily, we had to get him to take a renege from the 49ers
Right.
off
Have to
just to
snatch
get
him off
Eric,
the plane.
just to get Eric Kendrick. And it goes back to our further point. First off, Eric Kendrick was cut,
Hmm.
so he doesn't affect your comp pick
Right.
the comp pick formula.
Yeah. The formula. Yep.
So if that's the case, and once again, if that's how you operate, boom, that's fine. I'm not even
Hmm.
mad at it. You should have immediately, with the moment he got cut, you should have immediately called
That
Eric.
day. That day.
Come on, you know what to do. Come on, reunite with them.
It's crazy.
But
And
you
they
let
didn't
him
call them. Had to call.
exactly like them had to say, "Hey, come on, bro, come on now, like, come
Like,
on, bro."
it's wild to me, man. Zim had to call the guy, snatch him, had to go there and snatch him off the plane because Steven won't do it. You know, Steven won't gonna do it. Like that's crazy to me, man.
Like I get it. He might have wanted to test free agency to see his market. You know, what I'm saying? I
Right.
get it. He might
But at
not
least you
want it.
call.
He might not. The price might have been a little bit expensive immediately if you did it. I get it. But if you'd have
Mhm.
called initially and was like, "Hey, listen, you are a target.
Right.
Hey, you know what to do. Go check. Go play. Go check the market.
Yeah.
Well,
Keep us in mind.
just
Keep
keep
us
us
in
in
mind.
mind." And
Yep.
but it just look like look at the Bears. The Bears signed Bayard.
Right.
They signed Bayard because Bayard was cut. They
Yeah.
immediately signed him. That don't affect your comp pick formula. Like I said, I get it.
Exactly.
And you, like you said, you value your comp picks. Cool, I
Hmm.
get it. I'm that's how you get down. That's how you get down. Then target your people that don't
Thank you.
affect it.
Thank you. A lot of people was cut. A lot of people was released. Yeah, but that's the ones you target. They target all of them and make some calls. But don't know. Wait for them to for your phone to ring. That don't even make sense.
Yeah, like who are you?
But
And then
right.
now at this point, the running back situation, we might as well wait till after the draft.
Might as well. Just bring Rico Dowdle back and then draft somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
The bare minimum, yes. Well, there's no rush to bring Rico back because
Yeah, it is.
I don't think he has a market other than us anyway. Like,
Right.
but as far as the people available, like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, J.K. Dobbins,
Hmm.
Deontay Foreman, somebody that we want,
Right. Right.
first. That's what I want first. But it's like it's getting to the point where
Zeke.
Zeke,
you
I
already you
mean,
already paying him anyway.
you already paying him $6 million anyway, so he know he coming for vet minimum
Right. Exactly.
off the rip. But it's like I get it to this point. You let everybody go. So now it's to the point where you might as well draft and then bring in somebody else after the joint that don't
Hmm.
mess up the comp formula as well.
Right.
Like Alexander Madison is still out there.
He
Like
got cut.
he got cut, right?
Yep. Hmm.
So that's somebody that you can go get now.
And he's still young. He got plenty of tread on the tires. I mean, it makes
And
sense to me.
you know he a backup. He don't
Right.
he don't stop nothing. Like you said, you can still bring in Rico. They can compete. He can
Right.
compete, with dudes, and then you still get your draft pick. You free to do whatever. But
Hmm.
at this point, I get it. Don't even sign nobody because you know it doesn't make sense at this point.
Right. You might as well go ahead and draft a back, and whatever draft you draft, then you can pair him with a veteran. Like if you get that bruiser from Wisconsin,
Yeah,
then you get you a little speed back. Third. If you get a little speed back, or then you get you a bruiser or something. Something like that. Like you might as well wait now.
yeah. You might as well. Well, what we doing with Gilly though?
They're playing games. That's what we're
But
doing.
but are they playing games? Because I don't even see him taking visits nowhere else either though. Like I don't
Right.
see his market. I kind of think they playing it right.
But I don't
And,
know how much he gonna get. I'm trying to whatever corner. I'm trying to find a corner to compare to him and what they got. But I'm trying to. I don't.
but that's the weird thing about the corner market ain't really moving.
Right.
Like it's a lot of not lower level, but the lower. I mean, Kendall Fuller got 16 a year, I believe, and Kenny Moore got 10 a year, but that's the
Let's
slot.
say.
That's the slot.
Right.
Jalen Johnson got the big deal. We understand that.
What
Legere
what Kendall
Speed.
Fuller get? Kendall Fuller probably be
I
closer to him
I think he got 16 million.
for what? For 2? How many years?
Let me pull it up right now. Yeah, I think
'Cause
it
I think
was
they're more. I think they're more because of their age. They've been, they getting along in the tooth. Quality player. I think his contract, his market will be closer than Gilly market than anybody else, really.
let me see. Let me see. What did he go? He signed a
I
two
can't see
year
him. Uh huh.
he signed a 2 year deal with the Dolphins. I'm pulling it up now.
I can't
Barely.
see him more than eight a year. I don't think it goes over that.
He got a 2 year contract worth 16 million. So
Okay.
like you said,
Eight. Yeah.
eight a
Yeah.
year.
So that's probably Gilmore's market right there. So eight
So
and eight and below probably be. I can
yeah.
see it definitely for
So
for a legit corner. Hell yeah.
yeah. So at that point, like I said, but Xavier Howard's still out there, but he got
Yep.
released. He got
He got
released
released.
off failed physical.
Right.
Um um So I'm not sure if he's healthy or not. But like
Right.
I said, that's somebody I would make a call. It's like, hey,
Hmm.
what's up? We got an incentive late deal for you. What you trying to do?
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
know,
Well,
but
hey, you want to get your image back, get your game back. 1 year with Dallas, and you ball out. Hey, you right back on it.
you right back in. You right back in
Mhm.
it. Like use us and let we use you. It's just
Thank you.
one hand wash the other, man. But
Exactly.
look at this. This is the
That's,
off
na-
season.
that's nasty work.
We lost Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard got his deal with Tennessee. Went back home to with Tennessee, Memphis
Hmm.
area. Shouts out to him. Dorrance Armstrong went to Washington. We knew that. Tyler Biotis got paid. Went to
That's
Washington.
crazy. That's crazy.
I mean,
10 million a year.
it's 10 million a year for a starting center. Like I'm not.
But Mitch Morse got 5 million a year.
Mitch
And
Morse is
y'all got
old though.
10.
He's
Yeah,
old.
he
He's
better
old.
player than me out of stuff. Still,
Yeah, yeah, true. But like age does play a factor sometimes,
you right
and
though. You right.
and yeah. But yeah,
You right.
as you can see, but the Jags immediately snatched him up too, though.
Immediately.
Somebody that was cut that could have been okay.
Yep. Hey, but hey,
Dante Fowler went to the Washington as well. Never Gallimore went to Miami. Michael Gallup is a free agent, but he's taking visits with the Panthers right now. And
mhm,
LVE got released because failed physical. Hopefully he's gonna retire soon.
right.
And Tyron Smith, he went to the Jets, got the bag. He got
The
an
bag.
incentive bag, but it was it's a potential bag for him.
Yeah.
You know, we brought back Carl Davis. You know, Trent
Call they
Steele.
call they calls Junior.
You know, come on, man. CJ Goodwin.
Yeah.
Shouts out
Special teammates.
to Jordan Lewis. We brought back Jordan Lewis.
Right. Good. That was a good pick.
The way he played at the end of the season, like you say, it was good. And like you say, Zim, the way they say Zim talk about his defense, he gonna need somebody
Hmm.
that's smart in the slot. He's smart.
Right.
And he's physical. He can play. So shouts out to
Yeah.
him.
For his size, he was one of the most physical players on the team, for real.
Sad.
Pound for pound.
So we got Eric Kendricks, man. Let's talk about Eric Kendricks right quick for a little bit. He's exactly what we need in this room.
Yep.
Um, Last year, I mean, of course, he's not the same player that he once was in his heyday. Of course, he's
Right.
older, but like I say, he's a veteran. He's a veteran. He understands the position. He understands the system. He can, like I say, and he can still play. He can still attack. He knows
Hmm.
to, like you say, still had 100+ tackles last year. Um, I think it helps the room. And
Right. Right.
the thing about Damone Clark, for example, like you say, he needs to be told what to do, or he needs
Hmm.
that person with to help him guide him where to go. And then
Right.
when he knows what he's doing, he can actually execute that to the point. But when he's the one orchestrating the defense and trying to get
Too much.
everybody to go, it's too much on his plate.
Too much. Yep.
So you bring in an Eric Kendrick, somebody that can tell him,
Hmm.
hey, look, boom, hit the A gap, bro. Straight up here.
Right.
Read your keys, boom, B gap right here. That's you. Hey, curl the flat.
Right.
Do your thing. And like you say, then we can break down film and you got somebody that actually understands what to do.
Hmm.
Overshown can learn from him. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So it helps. Like you said, of course, they probably bring in probably draft somebody, of course.
Right.
I'm not
Hmm.
sure. I'm not sure another free agent is coming, but
I doubt it.
I'm pretty sure another draft pick is coming. Now it does
Right.
help the room. It raised the floor
Hmm.
of this linebacker room.
Yeah. And this plain and simple, it puts people back in their right position. The people
Mhm.
playing out of position all year. Now Bell go back to his position. Clark go back to his position. You know what I'm saying? That should make it easier. Just make it easier anyway. The Clark's not no middle linebacker, so.
Yeah. So he go, like you said, he can go back to the weak side and do some things.
Hmm.
Overshown can do some things, or it can breed a competition to both of them, and may the best man win.
There you go. Yeah.
So like you say, it's only good, man. It's just Hankins did it. Hankins went on a visit with Seattle. Who knows if we're gonna bring back Hankins? But the funny thing about
Right.
it, the fact that
How much Hank is gonna cost? Come on, man.
we know he been dirt cheap.
Being dirt cheap, like come on.
But I think the telltale sign with Hankins was when they immediately brought Carl Davis back.
Right.
Like when you bring back Carl Davis
That
immediately,
fast. That fast.
that fast, and then you try to sell us on Mozzie putting his weight back on and getting back right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you
The
just
tea
letting them.
leaves.
Yeah, the tea leaves is there, right? But I mean, it's a player. It's some more players involved. I mean, in the draft that could come in and be a good one tech.
Right.
So hopefully, but
24 sitting around not doing nothing. Man. We try to get 24 for like 5 years, bro.
yeah, we ain't Texas boy. Like I'm pretty sure he got a house in Texas, right?
Yeah,
You
bro. I
know,
know he got one.
you know, it's it is frustrating, bro.
It's frustrating, man.
All we can do is laugh at this point,
Yeah,
man.
that's the
But look,
word for the offseason is frustration.
yeah, man. But like I say, I guess the longer this goes, the better. I think the more we may benefit. I think the more like I said, the longer this drags out with some of these players,
Mm-hmm.
the more we benefit. I think we will be able to reap some of the benefits of some of these bargain bin shopping. Like
Right.
you
That's
say, Puna Ford may be a bargain bin shopping
right.
that we get.
Right.
So maybe
That's
we
what they
can get
waiting.
maybe we can get Gilmore at a bargain. Based off
Mm-hmm.
his shoulder surgery. Maybe.
Maybe. Listen, we'll see. That's what
Pretty
they're
much.
waiting for. That's what they're hoping for, though.
Maybe the running backs don't get it. Maybe J.K. Dobbins don't get signed till after the draft. Clyde Edwards-Helaire doesn't get signed till after the draft.
Right.
Deontay Foreman doesn't get signed till after the draft. Maybe we can, depending on who we get, like you said, we go get a Trey Benson. Be like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Then we can go get a Deontay Foreman, or we go get
Right.
a Braylon Allen. They're like, okay, cool. Bring in Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Right. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
stuff like that. Hopefully, we can get lucky. But that's the thing that we're doing. We're hoping.
Not
That, that's not
the
that's not a strategy.
That's not a strategy. Hoping not a strategy, man.
So, but unfortunately, that's what we're resorted to do.
Yep. Hoping not a strategy.
But that's the
Then,
strategy. That's the
yep.
strategy that we live off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the strategy that we live off, man.
So we're saying they do the same with contract the same way. They hope that a player take a little less to get them signed. Like you see, they see the cap going up every year. Why they gonna take less for now? Like nah. Hey, and on top of that, they know you're not gonna do nothing with the money.
That's the point.
Give me my whole contract now. Like I'm not take a pay cut for what?
That's the point. Like I get it, man. If I'm another franchise and you talk about pay cut, and I know for a fact that you get active, that
That's different.
you're gonna use this money, then we can talk, bro.
That's different, right?
I saved you $5 million, and then that $5 million roll over. The rollover key. It's more. We gotta protect the pie. All right,
Right.
I'll slap you with a pie.
Like that pie move out your hand. Like nah.
That would be the part that would piss me off. So I feel
Yep.
I ain't taking nothing less or no deal. And that's another. We'll get to it when we get
Right.
And when we had we getting ready for we had our wish list, man.
Little wish list, and we knew better. But hey,
And that's why it was titled a wish list.
a wish list.
You know what I'm saying? We said, we'll be lucky to get two of these people off the list. And we got
Yep.
Eric Kendricks off the list.
So we got one.
But
One more to go.
Everybody's gone. It seems like hell. It seems like everybody's off this list. Like if
Right.
I'm looking at it, Deontay Foreman is still there.
Yeah. And Puna should be on there.
Yeah, he's still there. Michael Thomas is still on here. We don't really want him, but
yeah, it was just a name. It was a name, yeah.
Yeah, the tackles. I mean, Andres Pete still available.
Yep.
Kevin Zeitler, Laken Thompson, they still available. Thierry Tart, he went on a visit with the Bengals, but like I said, he's still available. Puna Ford, Marlon Davidson, they still available. Everybody else is gone, and the safeties.
So that means we had a good list then. That's what that means.
Yeah, somebody wanted them.
Somebody wanted them. I already told you what they're gonna do. They're gonna sign Jamal Adams and black. All pro safety signs with that. Like here, y'all shut up. They y'all signing.
Oh man, the
Take
shut up
that. Like
sign.
we don't want 5 years ago.
The shut up sign, man. We
Let's
got
shut up.
all right, man. Let's get to it, man. Dak has been the elephant in the room, of course, again this offseason. They didn't get the contract last year. They didn't get it done. So now we in the position of
They're
the free
reactive instead of proactive, man.
the
That's the
six
front office problem.
say it again, my brother. I didn't mean to cut
They,
you off.
instead of being proactive, they're reactive.
And once
Him and
again,
CD should have been done last year. Then Michael would have been done this year. Then he wouldn't have no issues.
and then you can be freeing up to possibly use the franchise tag on Osa next
Thank
year
you.
in the off
Thank
season.
you.
But
Now you got 3 contracts, mega contracts, about to pile up on top of each other, and you did it to yourself because you were reactive.
and the problem with that is because once again, they refuse to be the ones that set the market.
Hmm.
They don't want to set the market. Like you say, it's a reason why Trayvon Diggs deal didn't have no hiccups because he didn't
Right.
take record setting
Right.
uh
Right.
money.
Hmm.
You
It was a
know,
good deal, but it wasn't all the money he could have got.
so it's weird. It's weird that they just operate like that, and
Hmm.
it's not weird on the flip side from a player aspect of like, bro, I'm not giving y'all no discount.
Nope.
Like we could have got it, like you said, you could have got ahead of this. And if you
Yep.
got, and the funny thing about it, if you got ahead of this, and maybe if you started setting some of these record deals, the price will go up from some of these other teams. It's maybe some of these other teams that have some issues to get done.
Right. Right.
Prime example, if they'd have got Dak done the first time,
The first time.
maybe the price would have went up for Wentz,
Thank you.
and it might would have been a little bit harder to just move him.
Hmm.
But hey, you let them get paid, and then you got to pay him more than it's okay. It's okay.
Right. Right.
It's
It's like I don't. It's the same song and dance. Like it's like
it,
they don't learn. Like the little kid that keep touching the hot stove and keep burning their finger, but they go to touch it again the next day. Like you
and
ain't learned your lesson. You ain't learned your lesson yet.
and the problem is again, it's like you said, the problem is the fact that they don't want to move because they know that Dak is a scapegoat.
Hmm.
They know that at the end of the day, he's the scapegoat. He's the punching bag. At the end of the day, we can blame him. And like I said, like we shouted out earlier, all these content creators have been explaining what is going on. And it's still fans that still go back and forth with him. Well, Dak should have just took less money, or Dak should have did this. Dak's the one that's not playing ball with the Joneses. It's like, are y'all really still believing that just off the fact that y'all are still that upset with this man?
Can't be that naive. Like so, my thing is your job's up. Your position is up for renegotiation, right? At your work, your boss man gonna ask you to take a pay cut for the good of the company. What you gonna say?
Nah,
Oh, I did. So why that man got to take in the business in the NFL is still 10, 15 million every year to cap jump. What he gonna take a pay cut for? Come on, man. You ain't taking no pay cut.
the other thing is the other if they were proactive, like you said, we knew once again, like I say, spot track, PFF. A lot of these people, like I said, a lot of these people do the work for the contract. They do it for you.
Right.
They
Do it
do the
for
work
you.
for you. They let the projections let you go. So if you knew that Joe Burrow and Herbert was going to get 50 plus million, what you waiting on?
What you waiting on?
Funny thing about it is, look at the Jalen Hurts contract when he got paid. What and they showed you the details of
Mhm.
how they structured the money and how they can still be active and they gave you the blueprint of structuring the contract and you can still be active in free agency and it doesn't hinder you.
Put it out there for you to see.
You didn't even try to copy and paste this.
Right. Exactly. But that's a good idea. Let me see if we can do that.
Like
Nah.
why don't we do that? Matter of fact, so now we can just keep surrounding our quarterback with talent and not just putting it not just paying them and taking weapons away and say, hey man, Bell is out.
Right.
Okay, man.
You make too much sense. You make it too much sense, man.
I'm just trying to figure like you said, like let's not talk about that right for a minute. Let's use CD. What more do you don't want to make him? You don't want him to be the highest paid wide receiver in the league right now after the season that he just had.
After the season, he broke Cowboy records.
Cowboy record, first team All Pro. The only wide receiver that you can definitively say that was better than him was Tyreek Hill.
Right.
That's it. So if he said, "Hey, listen, it's time for my deal, and I want to be the highest paid wide receiver," bro, wide receiver contracts are the easiest ones to make in the NFL.
Easiest one to do. It should have been done. Should have been done.
This
Should
is
have been
like,
done.
oh,
Like
you want 30 million? All right, bet, boom, 30 million. Here you
bet,
go.
bet.
And then, like you say, the trickle down effect. But what you gonna do now? What you gonna do?
Now what you gonna do?
You can wait to Justin Jefferson to get 35.
Thank you. That's exactly what you're gonna do. You
Cause
could
they
have
got
got CD. Could have had CD signed for probably 29, 30 last year. Now it's gonna be about 35.
Cause this is the thing. Justin Jefferson got hurt and
Yep.
still got 1,000 yards.
Yep.
And so the thing is, he know he gonna get paid. You know you're gonna pay him what he go at. Either because even if you trade him, okay, the team that you trade him for is
Sign
still
and
gonna
trade.
pay him.
Yep.
So the money ain't gonna stop. So it's like, okay, boom, why don't you get this done? Because if you think, and to be quite honest, if you think CD gonna step on that field and train the cat without a deal,
Not gonna happen.
okay,
Not gonna happen.
okay. Hey, look, we can already see the funny games that they trying to play with Micah.
Yeah, already.
Okay.
Yeah. Michael will get 40 million by next year because he don't get it this year.
Keep playing.
But by next year it'll be about 40 million.
Like you said, keep playing.
Little get 20 sacks. Little get 20 sacks this year and watch what happens. Because them gonna have him hot. Watch, I guarantee.
Bro, let him have the same exact season he said he had last year.
Right.
The same exact copy and paste.
Right.
Let him have it. The price is going to go up, bro.
Going to go up.
We see, bro. It's both a deal. Add a couple million.
Add a couple million. That's all you gotta do.
This is how other teams operate.
I
ain't making nothing up.
Bro,
funny thing about this is how the Cowboys operate. Because they keep thinking, they keep holding up, they think they're gonna get a better deal, they think they're gonna win the deal, and ultimately they lose the deal
every time. I feel like they're more worried about winning deals than they are just winning football games. I don't understand that. It's like a deal. Hey, bro, just pay your people.
Hey, bro, you show ain't 12-5 when it comes to winning deals. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I get it. That's their money. I get it. I'm not saying just go pay everybody be practice. I get it. But I do pride myself on having some self-reflection. Like I understand my strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, listen, bro, I can't do this.
And yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got to do what works for me.
Exactly. This ain't working. I need to do, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I can't pull this move that he pull it. I got to do what works for me. And what works for me is getting my, is doing things different. That's how I operate.
Right.
So it's
arrogance.
The arrogance is way too high.
Yeah, way too high.
And we know it's too high because bro, you're not getting fired.
Yeah, that's what it is. They got job security.
I can do what I want.
It's job security. They know they ain't getting fired, so they be like, oh, whatever, we'll try it. That's the highway of the highway. But your way ain't worked in 30 years. So ever since free agency started and the salary cap, it has not worked.
So it's this was a good session from us, bro. I feel
definitely.
I feel better. So I still don't feel better about them.
Right.
I feel better about us.
At least we got it out. At least we got it out.
We got it out. And I want to shout out all the content creators, man. I'm back on Twitter, watching, seeing the tweets and stuff,
right.
Looking at all that, watching the videos. I see their frustration. I see they still fighting through it, man.
They brought my man Romo all the way out his character. My man Romo cussing and snapping and everything the other night.
Still fair, like that's not him, bro.
That's not him, yo.
That's not him, bro. Yeah,
Romo's kicking cats out the chat, like.
See, that's what nasty. That's how frustrated we are, man.
We got us frustrated.
They got us fighting amongst each other, man. That's not how we supposed to be operating, man.
Right.
Matter of fact, I was on Boss Cowboys today, watching him today, and he got into it with somebody. They was talking about Zeke. He like, bro, stop talking. Somebody say, stop talking about Zeke. He like, bro, this is the first time I brought up Zeke, bro. Like, it was
Everybody on edge.
it was funny, man. Like I said, it did. Like you said, everybody don't have that law savviness.
Right.
Because Law been having call in, and they talking crazy, like get rid of Dak, and he like, all right, what's the plan? And they don't have no plan, and
Right.
He know how to say it in a nicer way.
Right. Right.
He like, bro, don't come here with this stupid. But man,
You know,
like,
stupid.
yeah, but it's like, man, this is the only reason I'm not optimistic about nothing.
Nah.
The season or whatever, but the only thing I'm holding out hope is we see how free agency normally goes. It starts off hot. You know, the first 2 days is always is giant. But now we in this dead period now.
Yeah, yep.
And now, like I say, it's pro days happening. Teams focusing back on, the draft. The draft is gonna come up in April. It's already the 17th.
The March flew by, bro.
March flew by.
That's crazy.
It's like free agency definitely it's already slowed down.
Right.
So all I'm saying is, all I'm hoping for, certain players that we can go to bargain bin shopping with.
Mm-hmm.
They could be some quality players that could help us in the long run.
Right.
Because the funny thing about we really, what's crazy? Before we get out of here, we really don't want them all in. They don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing.
Bro, the last time that they was all in, bro, we got Gerald McCoy,
Dante Poe.
What's the boy? Everson Griffin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we Daryl Worley.
About to say the corner. Daryl Worley. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they did. They went and got. They was active in free agency that offseason. Yeah.
That's the most active they've been in a minute. And we was like, bro, dud.
They didn't make it to the trade deadline.
Right.
Those unfortunately, Gerald McCoy got hurt. So
he got hurt.
But everybody else was cut over.
Right. Everybody else was cut. Everybody, we traded Worley or something like that. Yeah.
We traded Griffin for sure. So
that's what it was. Griffin. We traded Griffin. Yep.
But it's like they don't know what they're doing.
They don't.
As far as that, like say, so like it's like sometimes you got to continue to do the moves that get you where you're going.
Yeah, stay in your lane. You stay in your lane.
Like you said, stay in your lane.
Right.
Go to Dollar Tree. But instead of going to Dollar Tree, go to Aldi.
Right. Go to Aldi. Yeah, Lidl.
Somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Somewhere else.
I know you don't go to Wegmans.
Right. You ain't in Publix. I know that.
Yeah, we know that. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, hey, look, you can go
Aldi's all right.
Hey, you can go to Giant and Food Line right quick.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
We get that, man. When is the draft? Draft is in April.
April the 24th, something like that. Do the 27th or something like that.
All right, so closer to draft time, we'll be back for sure, and we'll have our mock draft episode like we normally do at this time of year. Unless something happens between then.
Right. So we got a big contract signing, somebody get traded or something crazy stuff.
Yeah,
right.
And but yeah,
we doubt it.
We'll probably see you for the mock draft.
We'll see you for the mock draft.
Oh man, once again, before we get out of here, Trey Lance trade looking worse and worse by the day, ain't it?
Right, by the day.
Okay, cool. We the Dallas duo. We the Dallas. That is bad.
By the day, bro.
Oh my god. We are the Dallas duo. Man, appreciate y'all for checking in with us.
Definitely.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And the next time you see us, will be for the mock draft episode in April. So y'all enjoy.
Luke, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be good.